Alright, welcome back, man. We here with another one. Young Homie Podcast. I think we at like 6 or 7. Pop, what you think we at? 6, 7?
I think we're 7.
You think this is 7? Okay, well it's 7 with Ty Rose.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite numbers. Okay.
Hey, look at that. You feel me? Lucky number 7. She's the lucky one. You feel me? So, we're going to get in here with my homegirl, Ty Rose. I'm going to let her introduce herself to you guys.
What's the deal? My name is Ty Rose. I am a vocalist. This is my world.
Welcome
Music.
to it.
Welcome
So,
to it.
let's get into it, Ty. For everybody that don't know you, I mean, we all know that you was obviously here, a local artist in Detroit. Tell us about where you grew up, you know, some of the parts that you know experienced in Detroit.
Oh, that's good. I've been kind of everywhere. I'm not even going to lie. I call myself a Boogetto baby. I definitely am, because I've been from the suburbs. I've been from the hood. I've been fucking on the east side to the west side. I've been by the Jeffersons. Shit. On 7 Mile. Shit. So I'm familiar with a lot of places.
Okay, so y'all heard her. I don't even know the slang she used, but y'all can tell it's different already. So let's start and let's just jump straight into it. What made you become a vocalist or a singer? Like for most of you retards out there in America, a vocalist is a singer. You know, that's what they do.
Right. You know what? I started in church. I am a church baby. I'm a PK baby. I'm a preacher's kid. And my grandma was just like, I was 7 when I had my first solo. I got into the choir. And my grandma was like, you about to get in the choir. Your ass is always singing, so you go into the choir. And that's exactly what I did. And from there, I always was singing, like, always. Like.
And that was gonna be my next question. Who was the person that influenced you to get into singing? But let's dig in a little bit into your church background, because a lot of people don't really do like church. You never hear nobody talk about church. I mean, of course we brought nothing but rappers so far, but that's just, I'm talking about like period. Like most people that get into music, church is really where you even pick up the musical talent. So what made, how was it being in the church choir?
Well, I was the baby, like I always am to this day.
Okay.
So, a lot of girls did not like me because I had this powerful ass voice to be a little girl. I had a solo at 7. I was in a choir that was, I think it was 12 and up, and I was 7 in the choir. And then, they had a little praise team that was 18 and up. I was in there when I was like 16. So it was always that I had this powerful voice, and I love singing, and church started me singing. Like, my mom is the singer, but church started me to sing. Like, even though I do R&B and I sing R&B, trap, or whatever, I love me some gospel. Like, I'm not even gonna lie.
And that's not bad. So just quick, real fast before we get into it, name one of your favorite gospel artists.
Gospel artists. Amber Bullock, Tamla Mann, Kurt Franklin, Marvin Sapp. I got a few of them. Fred Hammond. I love it.
Okay. So let's talk about your grandma. Was your grandma like the only person that got you into singing? Or who was the real person that told you like singing is gonna be the?
My mom is the singer. My mom stopped singing before I was born though. So. All her friends just told me like, your mom could blow. Like when I tell you she could sing like some Tina Marie blow, like I was just like wow. But still to this day, like when I was younger and we'll be singing and stuff, like still now I can hear it in her. Like even if she wanted to, I know she could if she wanted to, but she stopped, and she had her reasons why she stopped. But it grew on me, and I'm the singer in the family.
That's dope, because most people have parents with like that trait, and they don't really,
Yeah, my grandma was married to one of the 4 Tops. My grandma used to dance in the Idol out back in the day, so it kind of run through our blood, kind of.
Grandma was with the Tops. Hey, she was out there like, hey.
Yeah, my grandma was that nigga.
Hey, that's what's up. The 4 Tops, man. That's tough. That's deep. I mean, so okay. I have been listening to a few of your tracks. I'm going to just be honest. My favorite so far, I'm going to have to say is... Hold on, you're going to have to tell me the name of it. Because what I got is a different... version of the name of it. So
what you told me, it's called Let's Do It.
Okay, and the reason I feel the way that Let's Do It is my favorite track, like I said, if you ever follow me on Facebook, I say she's more like a Keisha Cole, a Shanti type of singer with like a 90s 2000 kind of vibe to her. So it give you more of a feeling to where you can go back and be like, man, this is something I'll chill and ride to. Maybe if you got like a cute chick with you or something. For most dudes, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all ride these days, man, but whatever you comfortable with, you feel me? If you riding and you just chilling, I think that'll be a good song that you might pick up on. So tell me, what's your favorite song that you done made so far?
My favorite song, I work my ass off. I love all my shit. I love Let's Do It lately because when I did Keep It On The Low was my very first coming out the box, being Ty Rose, being sexy. I never called myself a sexy person, so it was like, I'm being Ty Rose, I'm being that sexy.
Okay.
And Keep It On The Low was that.
Right, I got that. I kind of wrote that down. I was saying the beat that you chose for that, great beat selection. Most people do not choose good beats, but that was a great beat selection. But it sounded to me like you was coming out, like maybe going into a relationship, or you was coming out of one. Was it
Let's Do It? Okay, so with Let's Do It, what happened with that song? I wrote it. It took me about a month and a half to write the song. And I did the first verse, and I was like, okay, all right, what's my concept? Like, I have to figure out my concept. So my concept was, I'm going to let you know what I like, basically.
And I did hear that because it was like that genuine sample in that. Yeah, so it was like she was trying to like tell you like
but
as a guy.
Just spruced it up a little. That's
now was it? Now I got a question because this was one thing that when I heard it, was it your way of coming on to a guy? Like if a guy hear it, would he be like, if you was like, if you was to give it to a guy and be like, listen to this?
I could. Yep. It definitely is because my favorite verse is the second verse, and it's like I slowly start to kiss you, babe. You got me there, you put me on top, and then it's on from there. He about to go insane, got me saying, daddy. He about to switch positions. He don't know I'm about to do the same. That's right, I got you just where I want you, babe. Just like that on your back, while I do my thing. You know it gets so damn crazy, baby. So daddy, you better grab a hold and don't let it go. Cause I'm horny. Let's do it. Yeah. I'ma ride you like you're my pony. You're my saddle, baby.
See, that's the problem with people.
That's the problem. Be the favorite homie theme song.
That's the problem with people. What they don't understand, man, hear me clear.
Listen,
they do not understand that
I
song
actually
lit,
mixed
bro.
Pony, and I don't know if anybody knows T-shirt, and I got my T-shirt and my panties on.
Let me break this down one more time. Did y'all hear the mixture that I put into that's why I like this song.
Yeah.
I was born in the 90s. Yeah. Let's start there. So when you feel those vibes, you hear them. Even if you don't, like, it's certain people that got to recreate what them vibes is. So if you mess it up, it make people look at the song totally bad. You feel me? So if you can make that even get close to it.
The way I started off as an artist, like I wasn't a writer at first. Like at first I thought I was just good doing other people's music, like just covering other people's music, because I didn't like the way I used to come off on paper, basically. I wrote my very first song, my very first single was called Cut Deeply. And I will tell you that I've learned being a singer, your emotions bring out a good ass, might be a hit. Do you hear me? Like a breakup, a makeup, a good.
But can you not say like, Keisha Cole, Mary J?
Listen, I tell people that music is an emotion. I am an emotional person. I'm not gonna lie. I am an emotional person, and every emotion that I have, I put into my music. So,
check out the comment she left on my Facebook page. Emotion. Yes, I told her we was coming, and she act like I wasn't coming, bro. But anyway, so getting into a little bit more deeper about you, what made you write the song "I'm Sorry"?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry was like, I'm not sorry for me, but I'm sorry for you type of thing. Like, I don't know. I was going through something with someone, and it was just like, I'm sorry that I even put my time, my effort. I'm sorry that I'm loyal to you. I'm sorry that I ride for you the way I do, because clearly you can't handle it. You can't handle all of that, but you asked for it type of thing.
Now, with you being a woman and me being a man, now, with you saying that, like, have you ever done that to someone?
What exactly?
Let a person invest their life into you, like,
no.
Like, if you could play, like, just think about it. When you heard the song back, this is what I'm trying to get to. When you heard the song back, could you ever think in your mind, like, damn, I did that same shit to somebody? Because, of course, you know you writing it from your perspective, right?
I am.
But I'm just saying, like, for most women that make emotional music, as singers, they supposed to. So, when you stop and you think about it, like, yeah, you got hurt in that situation, but do you remember the situation when you did it to somebody? See?
You know what? That's good, but no, I have not. No, I've always been, I can tell you, I've been in 2 solid relationships and maybe a situationship, maybe. But I've been the solid one. Like, if you fall, nigga, I got you. You feel me? Like, I don't spend on you because I want you to spend on me. I spend on you, or I got you because I got you, not because I want you to do something for me. That's where I come from when it come down to, like, that type of situation. So no, I've never let anybody kind of like invest their time in or invest their money in me or none of that.
I wouldn't mean money, but I'm talking about like
money,
feelings. Like, I'm feeling like you might be telling us a story here. Because, listen. I will be upfront with you. Listen, I will be upfront with you. Listen. I'm the type of person. First of all, I'm not gonna deal with you if I can't hang around you for a long time. It don't gotta be that. No. It might be like you might look at something. What I'm saying is, but no, listen. Now feel me out here. Feel me on this part of it. You might look at it as you have never been a friend with somebody, like a friend, right? And y'all so cool, you be like, damn, I might, like, you know. Okay. And then you be like, all right, I'ma wait, you know. And he be investing, thinking it could be, and it never be, and then you just one day be like, no, it wasn't that. See the face, fellas? I'm telling y'all, I know what I'm doing, bro. Let me do this. I'm speaking for us.
Okay. But my thing is, I'm going to keep. It's on you to keep investing that. If I'm letting you know, listen. It's different if I'm letting you know. Like, okay, this not gonna be that. Like, I don't want you to.
But who's to say that you might not feel that way? Because you might one day, like, all right, just to be honest, people, like you said, people are emotional. It might be one of those days. You feel me? Like, where you really, like, might vibe with a person. You feel me? And you be like, damn, all right. And then y'all hitting you like, damn, he doing everything. And I'm not saying every dude. Hold on, fellas. Relax. I'm not saying we do everything right, but. You know how it be when you first start meeting. Then I'm talking about with a person you hit it off with. Like, it ain't no strange vibe. Like, you don't have no strange. And then you get right there, and then you be like, but bro, no, this wasn't that. Like, we was, like, I want to be your friend. And he be like, but damn, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Told y'all, I'm getting to the bottom of it. People write these songs for reasons, man. Listen to the music, man. Listen, if you ain't listening, you wouldn't know. Okay. So, another question: who have you been working with?
Who have I been working with? As in what artists?
Like artists, you feel me? Even if you talk
with some dope ass people, I'm not gonna lie. First of all, I've started over 3 times with my own team, so this is my 3rd time. So. When I started over at the end of 2017, summer 17, summer 17, I ended up working with a lot of people. I worked with Rich, I worked with Marie Corey, I've worked with F.A., I've worked with, I've worked with a few people. Like, I've been surrounded by some dope ass people. Like, I'm not even...
Alright, quick. This is about to be quick. I ain't gonna let her shade her. Who is your most favorite person to work with so far?
I ain't worked with. I done made some
Put the
dope
pressure on that head. Watch her still buying it.
Hold on, let me think. Cause I done made some dope ass music.
And it don't even have to be a person you made a song with. But I'm just saying like a person you ever like you've been around like damn.
I just be vibing with this shit.
Like every time that person come around, we get great vibe.
I'm not even gonna lie. I done made music with and vibe with just the good boys. Shit, I done made good ass music with good boys and vibe with they shit. Like I'm not
Hey, good boys, y'all owe me. Yes.
I'm not gonna lie.
Thank me
y'all
later.
kind of sweet or whatever.
Thank me later.
I mean.
Thank me later. But
we got some sweet ass shit. Like who was that? I think it's Corey, it's me, it's Meech, it's Quincy. That's one of my favorite songs. We redid One More Chance by Biggie. That bitch is on YouTube, so go type that up. It's under Bankrolls, but that bitch show out cold. One more plug, good boys, give me one more plug. That bitch is.
I'm telling you, Good Boy gonna owe me a career in a minute. You feel me? So what made you link up with Good Boys? Like what like you said you started your career with 3 times. What made you on the third go around say, I see what they got going on, I wanna be a part?
You know what? It wasn't even like that. It was I met them through Alex, which is Rose. Excuse me, Rose.
It's cool to drop his real name sometimes.
I was working at Mix Factory and Rose ended up leaving, and I had hit him up because me and Rose was doing music. Rose was my engineer. Me and Rose was doing shit or whatever, and he was just like, well, I got my own shit. And one day I had made a status on Facebook like, I want to do vocal lessons, but I need a building or whatever. And Rose was like, well, I just got a studio and you can come check out the studio, da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I came up to the studio, and like prior to all of that, like we all ended up friends on Facebook for some reason. We all ended up on friends, and Corey started sending me music, and I was gonna redo some of his music and jump on some of his music or whatever. We never did it until like maybe a year later, and then I ended up at Bankrolls, and we started making some bomb ass music, and I found out that I was a bomb ass writer, and I found out that I could make some hella good hooks. Like I just didn't know I was that fucking good.
That's what's up.
So
All right, so get into it. Let's tell me, or just tell them in general, name 5 of your favorite top artists.
My favorite
singers, artists, rappers. You could do either or, because most like when you
local
singers.
Or period.
Period. Overall.
Okay, so I'm in my local. I love me some Rocky Bad.
I'm trying to get Rocky on the show, man. I'm just saying.
Some Rocky Bad. Shit. What the local? I love a lot of y'all. That's what's crazy. You giving me top 5, like.
You don't have to put them in order. Just what you listening to. You know what's your
Shit, I listen to Me and Us. I listen to Gang Gang. I listen to I listen to Me. That's crazy. But I love me some Jasmine Sullivan. I love me some old school. I love me some Whitney. I love me some Etta James. I love me some shit. I love a lot of people. I don't know. That's a hard question.
Dang. She just didn't want to throw no shade towards nobody. I ain't gonna hold her as steak.
Don't even do me like that.
So, what can we expect from Ty Rose in the future? Like, what can we have you coming up with?
Ty Rose got some secrets. So
you know what? These girls. Every time I get a girl on the show, bro, everybody got a secret. My God, what's with the secrets? Women the only people out here
what
with
it
secrets?
is you gotta walk in silence. You gotta walk in silence and then explode. You feel me? Like, cause people be praying down on you, so you definitely gotta like walk in silence and then do your works, do your moves, make your missions. get in, you know, get your foot in there so don't nobody else try to fuck you over and fuck you up, you feel me?
I agree, but at the end of the day...
And then you be like, damn, Tile, here I am.
Alright,
you feel me?
We putting this in there. So listen, what I want to say is, if a person was to ask me what I had coming up, first of all, I'm going to let them know that we got Young Homie merch coming. You get where I'm going with this? It's the merch thing.
I got some shit. Now, I got some
I'm
shit.
I'm just saying.
Don't
Listen
do
to
me
me.
like
me.
that.
I'm not, but I want you to understand. Bring the merch comment in. You know? Say that you may work with a nigga you may not work with. They will see this. I'm telling you, it's heavy.
I'm sick of you. I'm sick.
Miles, I'm coming with a Tyrole's hook, bro. I wouldn't tell you, but you will be doing it, bro. Watch what I tell you.
But, guess what? We got this festival coming up, right? We got the Peace Festival coming up Saturday, and we doing a hella video shoot. We doing a hella video shoot. We about to be banging this bitch. Do you hear me? At Peterson Park. We doing this bitch from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. The video shoot starts at 2. I will be there. We still be the motherfucking one. Do you hear me? Scenes and the motherfucking things, okay? Okay. That's how we doing it. That's his. That's his. I just had to make it sound a little better.
I like that line though, man. That line's good.
So, as long as you get a young drop with that, scenes and the things.
Scenes and the things.
In the world, man. Scenes in the world, man, and the things that you can see. I'm telling you, man. Get behind it, bro. Young Homie Podcast here. So listen, my one question is now. My last question. It's just what we gonna say. If you had a chance. And I be getting some crazy answers. Let's just do a little backstory on this. This is some crazy stuff. I asked a lot of people, if you had a chance to work with anybody in the world, who would you choose? First thing people do is, oh man. No, bro. Man, there's so many people, dog. Like, I don't know. Like, first of all, bro, relax. Relax. You want me to tell you why I need you to relax? Because it's a nigga that you wake up to and you listen to every day. It's one person. You have a favorite artist. I don't care who you are. You have a favorite artist. A person you get up every morning, you pour your coffee to, you pour your pop to. The nigga that you get in your car ride to. You feel me? Like, you have a person. This one person. If it's the Migos, just say, hey, it's the Migos. Like, I like Quavo, Takeoff, and Offset. I like all of them. That's what get me going. You feel me? So, if you had a chance to work with anybody in the world, who would it be?
It would be new and old people. It would be Faith Evans. It would be Sada. It would be Janae Aiko. I don't know if I'd be saying her name right or wrong, but everybody say it different. I'd be happy if I just smoked a blunt with her. Jasmine Sullivan. I would like to work out with a lot of people. Like, that shit would be so lit. Like, The Brat.
That's a tough one.
The Brat. I got some remixes and some stuff coming for y'all. Y'all don't even got it, man.
Since she said that, I'm about to go figure if I can get my homie to make a remix to the Brat, one of Brat's songs.
She the truth.
But as y'all can see, that's another one here. Your boy Dmarks. Your man's Pop behind the camera.
The second favorite
here.
It's your girl T.Y. Tyrose. Make sure y'all keep your favorite home girl. Do you hear me? Okay?
Alright, Pop coined that. I'm still in debate. We might have to put a cut on Ty ass, bro. I'm just saying, man.
It's always one. You gotta brush them off your shoulder now.
Inventors. This is what we do. We up there. Young Black business owners, man. Merch on the way. Merch is coming heavy soon. Y'all stay tuned. We coming back to y'all live. ABM and we out.
See ya.
Productions.
Let me tell you what's on my mind. The things I wanna do all night. I can be your little secret for this one time. Cause you know I'm the one that can fuck you right. We can do this slow, it's up to you. You
You can take control, it's up to you. Just take me forward.